Hayes is afraid of guns. That's what the Army recruiter said, reading Marcus Hayes's psychological evaluation like it was a joke. March 2015, Army Recruitment Office, Dallas, Texas. Marcus Hayes, 23 years old, 6'1", 200 pounds of pure muscle, former high school wrestler, built like a warrior, and terrified of firearms, not uncomfortable with guns, not needs training, terrified, clinically, pathologically, Hoplophobia. That's what the doctors called it, fear of weapons, specifically fear of guns. The recruiter looked at Marcus. Son, you can't join the Army if you're afraid of guns. That's the whole job. But Marcus didn't leave. He leaned forward. I can fight. I can kill. I just can't use guns. The recruiter laughed. With what? Your bare hands. Knives. Silence. You want to fight ISIS with knives? Yes, sir. The recruiter thought Marcus was insane. Rejected his application twice. But Marcus Hayes wouldn't quit. Because despite his phobia, Marcus wanted to serve. Needed to serve. And 3 years later, the Army would be glad they finally let him in. Because from 2017 to 2020, Specialist Marcus Hayes deployed to Syria. And in 3 years, he eliminated 59 ISIS fighters, every single one with a knife, silently, in the dark, up close. While everyone else was firing rifles from a distance, Marcus was moving through ISIS camps like a ghost, slitting throats, stabbing hearts, leaving no sound, no trace, just bodies. The platoon called him the Blade, the deadliest soldier who never fired a shot. Because sometimes the quietest weapon is the most dangerous. This is the story of Marcus Hayes, the soldier who was afraid of guns and became a legend with knives. October 12, 2000. Marcus Hayes, age 8, rural Texas. Marcus grew up in a small town outside Dallas. Population, 3,000. Everyone knew everyone. His best friend was Tommy Jenkins. Same age. Lived next door. They did everything together. And on October 12, 2000, they went hunting with Tommy's dad, like they'd done a dozen times before. It was supposed to be a normal hunting trip. Tommy's dad, Bill Jenkins, took the boys out to the woods, teaching them to shoot. Deer season. Marcus had his own .22 rifle. Tommy had his. Both boys were excited. They'd been hunting before. This was normal. Rural Texas, kids grew up with guns. At 2:47 p.m., everything changed. They were walking through the woods. Single file. Bill in front. Tommy in the middle. Marcus in the back. Tommy's rifle was slung over his shoulder. Safety on. Standard carry. But something happened. Maybe Tommy caught the strap on a branch. Maybe he shifted wrong. Maybe the safety wasn't actually on. The rifle discharged. One shot. Accidental. Point blank. Into Tommy's back. Tommy collapsed. Instantly. Marcus watched his best friend fall. Watched the blood. Watched Tommy try to breathe and fail. Bill Jenkins screamed. Grabbed Tommy. Tried to stop the bleeding. Couldn't. Marcus just stood there, frozen, holding his own rifle, watching his best friend die. Tommy Jenkins died 3 minutes later. 8 years old. Accidental discharge. Hunting accident. No one's fault. But Marcus would never forget. The sound. The blood. The way Tommy's eyes went empty. And the rifle. The rifle that killed his best friend. The funeral was 5 days later. Marcus attended. Numb. Silent. Couldn't cry. Just empty. He never touched a gun again. The phobia developed over the next 5 years. At first, Marcus just didn't want to hunt. Understandable. His parents respected it. But then he started avoiding gun stores, changing channels when guns appeared on TV, leaving the room when his dad cleaned his hunting rifles. By age 13, Marcus couldn't be in the same room as a firearm. Panic attacks, sweating, hyperventilating. His parents took him to therapists. It's PTSD from witnessing Tommy's death. The gun represents the trauma. They called it Hoplophobia, fear of weapons. specifically guns. The therapist tried everything: exposure therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, medication. Nothing worked. Marcus's brain associated guns with death, with Tommy, with blood. Even seeing a gun on TV, in a picture, in someone's holster, triggered panic. By age 18, Marcus had severe hoplophobia, clinically diagnosed, permanent. But here's the strange part. Marcus wasn't afraid of violence. He wrestled in high school for years. State champion his senior year. He got in fights, won them all. Didn't hesitate to hurt people if necessary. He trained in mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai. Loved it. Violence didn't scare Marcus. Guns did. And when he graduated high school in 2010, Marcus knew what he wanted to do. Join the army, serve his country, fight. Everyone told him it was impossible. Marcus, you can't be in the army with a gun phobia. But Marcus was determined. March 2015. First Army recruitment attempt. Marcus walked into the Dallas recruitment office. 23 years old, built like a soldier. The recruiter, Staff Sergeant Williams, looked him up and down. "You look like Army material, son. Ever served?" "No, sir, but I want to." "Great. Let's get you signed up." They went through the paperwork, background check, physical assessment, psychological evaluation. That's where it fell apart. The psychological evaluation included this question: "Do you have any diagnosed phobias or anxiety disorders?" Marcus hesitated, then checked yes. Hoplophobia, fear of weapons, specifically firearms. The psychologist conducting the evaluation looked up. "You're afraid of guns?" "Yes, ma'am." "And you want to join the Army?" "Yes, ma'am." Silence. "Mr. Hayes, the Army requires all soldiers to carry and use firearms. It's non-negotiable." "I understand, ma'am, but I can fight in other ways." "Such as?" "Close combat, hand-to-hand, knives." The psychologist blinked. "Knives?" "Yes, ma'am. I'm highly trained in knife combat, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I can be effective without firearms." The psychologist marked something on her form. "Mr. Hayes, I'm sorry, but this is disqualifying. You cannot serve with hoplophobia." Staff Sergeant Williams delivered the bad news. "Hayes, your application is rejected. The phobia disqualifies you." "Sergeant, I can still serve. I can fight, just not with guns." "Son, every soldier carries a rifle. It's not optional. You can't serve if you can't hold a weapon." "I can hold a weapon, just not a gun." "Knives, sir. I'm trained." Williams looked at Marcus like he was crazy. "You want to fight terrorists with knives?" "Yes, sir. That's not how modern warfare works, son. We use rifles, grenades, air support, not knives." "Special forces use knives, sir. Navy SEALs, Rangers. They train in knife combat." "Yes, as a backup. Their primary weapon is still a rifle, which you can't use." Marcus stood there, defeated. "So I can't serve?" "Not with that phobia." "I'm sorry, son. You're disqualified." Marcus left, angry, frustrated, but not done. September 2015. Second attempt. Different recruiter. Marcus tried again. Different recruitment office. 30 miles away. This time, he lied on the psychological evaluation. Checked no for phobias. Made it further. Through MEPS, Military Entrance Processing Station. Physical tests. Everything. Until weapons training. Basic training. Fort Benning, Georgia. October 2015. Marcus arrived at basic training. Excited. Nervous. Determined to make it work. Week 1, physical training. Marcus excelled. Top of his class. Fastest runner. Most push-ups. Week 2, hand-to-hand combat training. Marcus dominated. Threw everyone. Even the drill sergeants were impressed. Week 3, weapons training. That's when everything fell apart. The drill sergeant handed Marcus an M4 rifle. "Hayes, take your weapon." Marcus reached for it, hands shaking. The moment he touched the rifle, panic hit. Heart racing, sweating, breathing shallow. "Hayes, you good?" Marcus tried to hold it, tried to aim, tried to chamber around. His hands wouldn't stop shaking, vision blurring, panic attack. "Hayes, what the hell is wrong with you?" Marcus dropped the rifle, stumbled backward, hyperventilating. The drill sergeant picked up the rifle, looked at Marcus. "You afraid of guns, Hayes?" Marcus couldn't speak, just nodded. "You lied on your psych eval, didn't you?" Marcus nodded again. "Get out of my training. You're done." Marcus was administratively separated. Again. "Hayes, you lied about a disqualifying condition. You're discharged. Do not reapply." Marcus went home, defeated, humiliated. 2 attempts, 2 failures. His dream of serving was dead, or so he thought. January 2016. A different approach. Marcus had spent 3 months depressed, angry at himself, at his phobia, at Tommy's death 15 years ago. But then he read an article about a Navy SEAL who specialized in knife combat, silent kills, close quarters, and Marcus realized something. Maybe he didn't need to use guns. Maybe the Army needed knife fighters. So he tried one more time. 3rd recruitment attempt. But this time, Marcus was honest. And this time he had a plan. February 2016. 3rd attempt. Honesty. Marcus walked into the recruitment office. Staff Sergeant Davis this time. "Sir, I want to join the Army, but I need to tell you something up front." "Go ahead, son." "I have hoplophobia, fear of guns. I can't use firearms. I panic when I touch them." Davis stared. "Then why are you here?" "Because I can still fight, sir. I'm trained in knife combat, close quarters, hand to hand. I can kill without guns." "Son, that's not." "Sir, special forces use knives. SEALs use knives. Silent kills, infiltration, throat slitting. That's a legitimate combat skill." "Yes, but they also use rifles." "I know, sir. But what if you had a soldier who specialized in silent kills, who could infiltrate enemy positions and eliminate targets without firing a shot? No noise, no muzzle flash, just dead enemies." Davis leaned back, thinking. "That's unconventional." "Sir, unconventional is my only option. I can't use guns, but I can fight. Let me prove it." Davis looked at Marcus. Built like a tank, determined, desperate. "Hayes, this is insane. But let me make some calls." March 2016. Special exception granted. After 3 weeks of phone calls and waivers and exceptions, the Army agreed. Marcus Hayes could enlist, under the condition that he would specialize in close quarters combat and knife fighting. No rifles, no pistols, just knives. It was unprecedented, insane, against every protocol. But desperate times called for desperate measures, and the Army was fighting ISIS. They needed every capable fighter, even one who was afraid of guns. Marcus Hayes shipped to basic training for the 3rd time, and this time he wouldn't quit. April 2016. Fort Benning. Basic training, 3rd attempt. Marcus arrived at Fort Benning. Again, 24 years old now. But this time, the drill sergeants knew. Hayes has a gun phobia. He's knife only. The entire platoon found out within a day, and the mockery started immediately. Hayes can't use guns. That's all anyone talked about. "Yo, Hayes, you seriously afraid of rifles?" Hayes brought a knife to a gunfight. "What are you gonna do in combat, Hayes?" "Stab bullets." The drill sergeants were worse. "Hayes, you're the most useless soldier I've ever seen. You know why? Because you can't do your job. Your job is to shoot the enemy. You can't shoot." Marcus took it. What choice did he have? Weapons training was humiliating. Everyone else learned to shoot. Marcus stood aside, watched. "Hayes, since you're too scared to hold a rifle, you can clean the latrines while we train." Every day, while the platoon practiced marksmanship, Marcus cleaned toilets. Hayes the coward. That's what they called him. Afraid of guns. Worthless in combat. 6 weeks of this. Daily mockery. Constant humiliation. Marcus endured. But hand-to-hand combat was different. When the platoon trained in close quarters fighting, Marcus dominated. Every single fight, he threw soldiers twice his size, choked them out, broke their grips. And when they introduced knife training, Marcus became a god. The drill sergeant demonstrated a basic knife attack. Marcus countered it instantly, disarmed him, had the training knife at the sergeant's throat in 2 seconds. The platoon watched, silent, shocked. "Hayes, where'd you learn that?" 10 years of training, drill sergeant. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Krav Maga. Knife fighting. The sergeant smiled. "Show me more." For the next hour, Marcus demonstrated knife techniques. Attacks, defenses, disarms. The platoon watched. No more mockery, just awe. By graduation, the platoon's attitude had shifted. Hayes can't shoot, but holy shit, he can fight. I wouldn't want to fight Hayes hand to hand. He'd kill me. Yeah, but what about in actual combat? ISIS has AK-47s. Hayes has a knife. He's dead. The question remained, could a knife-only soldier actually survive combat? Marcus was about to find out. September 2016. Deployment orders. Syria. Marcus's platoon deployed to northern Syria, fighting ISIS. Sergeant Rodriguez, platoon leader, pulled Marcus aside. "Hayes, you know I respect your knife skills, but out here, knives don't cut it. Literally, you're staying at base. Guard duty. No combat missions." "Sergeant, I can fight." "Hayes, ISIS has guns. Lots of guns. You have a knife. You'll die. I'm not sending you out there." Marcus was benched. Again, October 2016. FOB, Forward Operating Base. Syria. Marcus spent 4 weeks on guard duty. Kitchen duty. The worst jobs. While the platoon went on missions, Marcus stayed behind. The mockery returned. Hayes is useless in real combat. Just a guard. But then, October 23, 2016, everything changed. Mission: ISIS compound raid. 12 ISIS fighters. Intelligence needed. The platoon prepared for a night raid. Objective: capture an ISIS commander alive. Interrogate him. Sergeant Rodriguez briefed the team. "This is a capture mission. We need him alive. That means close quarters. We can't just shoot everyone." One soldier raised his hand. "Sergeant, if we can't shoot, how do we take the compound without alerting everyone?" Rodriguez looked around. Then his eyes landed on Marcus. "Hayes, you've been training for silent kills, right?" Marcus nodded. "Yes, Sergeant." "How many ISIS could you kill silently?" "With a knife." "All of them, Sergeant. If I get close enough." The platoon laughed. Hayes thinks he can knife kill 12 ISIS fighters. But Rodriguez didn't laugh. He was thinking, "Hayes, you're coming on this mission. You'll infiltrate first. Silent kills. We'll follow behind." "Yes, Sergeant." October 24, 2016. 0200 hours. Marcus's first combat mission. The platoon moved toward the ISIS compound. Small building. 12 ISIS inside. Marcus wore all black. No rifle. No pistol. Just 4 knives. 2 on his vest. 2 on his belt. The platoon stopped 200 meters out. Rodriguez, "Hayes, you're up. Infiltrate. Kill as many as you can silently. We'll assault in 10 minutes." Marcus nodded. Moved forward. Alone. Marcus approached the compound. Silent. Invisible in the darkness. 2 ISIS guards outside. Smoking cigarettes. AK-47s slung over shoulders. Marcus circled behind. Low. Quiet. 20 years of training kicking in. He came up behind the first guard. Left hand over mouth. Right hand drove the knife into the base of the skull, severing the spinal cord. The guard collapsed. Silent. Dead instantly. The second guard turned. Saw Marcus. Started to shout. Marcus threw the knife. 4 meters. Buried in the guard's throat. The guard grabbed his neck. Choking. Fell. Dead in 15 seconds. 2 ISIS down. 0 noise. Marcus entered the compound. 10 ISIS inside. The building was dark. Most ISIS sleeping. 2 awake playing cards. Marcus moved through the shadows. Ghost-like, found the first sleeping ISIS. Knife through the heart. Dead before waking. Second, same, silent. Third, throat slit, gurgling sound, but quiet enough. For ISIS dead. No one noticed. The two ISIS playing cards heard something. They stood, grabbed weapons, started checking rooms. Marcus hid, behind a door, waiting. First ISIS entered. Marcus grabbed him from behind. Knife across throat, arterial spray. Dead in seconds. Second ISIS saw his friend fall. Started to shout. Marcus threw his third knife. Into the chest. ISIS collapsed. 6 ISIS dead. Still no alarm, for ISIS remained. Sleeping in the back room. Marcus entered. They were all asleep. Unaware, he moved systematically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knife, 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 knife. All dead. In 90 seconds, Marcus exited the compound. Radioed Rodriguez. Sergeant, compound clear. 10 ISIS eliminated. 2 guards outside also down. 12 total. Rodriguez couldn't believe it. Hayes, you killed all 12? In 8 minutes. Yes, Sergeant. Silent. The commander is still alive. Sleeping in the northeast room. The platoon entered. Found 12 dead ISIS. All killed with knives. And 1 commander, sleeping, alive, ready for interrogation. Mission success. Because of Marcus Hayes, the soldier who couldn't use guns. The platoon stared at Marcus differently now. Hayes just knife-killed 12 ISIS. Alone. In 8 minutes. That's not human. That's… I don't even know. Maybe Hayes doesn't need guns. Maybe he's more dangerous without them. Rodriguez approached Marcus. Hayes, I was wrong. You're not useless. You're the most dangerous soldier here. From that moment, Marcus Hayes was no longer a joke. He was a weapon. October 2016, June 2020. Marcus's reputation grows. Over the next 4 years, Marcus deployed 3 times. Syria and Iraq. Every mission, the same pattern. Platoon would assault with guns. Marcus would infiltrate first with knives. Silent kills. No muzzle flash. No sound. Just dead enemies. By 2018, Marcus had a reputation. The Blade. The quietest killer in theater. ISIS safe house. 8 fighters. Marcus killed all 8 silently before the platoon even arrived. Hostage rescue. ISIS had 3 American journalists. Marcus infiltrated. Killed 6 ISIS guards. Freed the hostages. 0 shots fired. Mission 15, August 2017. Marcus spent 4 hours inside an ISIS compound. Alone. Killed 14 ISIS fighters, one by one. Silently. None of them knew until they found the bodies. By Mission 20, Marcus had killed 37 ISIS fighters. All with knives. March 2019. Intelligence report, ISIS camp. 9 tents. Estimated 25 ISIS fighters. Platoon objective, eliminate all ISIS. Capture any intelligence. Rodriguez, standard assault. We surround, then attack. But Marcus raised his hand. Sergeant, let me try something. What? 9 tents. I infiltrate each one. Kill everyone. Silently. Then you don't have to risk a firefight. The platoon looked at Marcus like he was insane. Hayes, you want to knife kill 25 ISIS? Alone? In 9 tents? Yes, Sergeant. I've done it before. Just bigger scale. Rodriguez considered. If you get caught, you're dead. No backup. I won't get caught, Sergeant. Rodriguez agreed. You have 2 hours. If you're not back, we assault. March 18th, 2019. 0200 hours. Marcus entered the ISIS camp. 9 tents. Scattered across a 100-meter area. Campfires. Guards. Marcus moved between shadows. Avoided the fires. Watched the patterns. First tent. 3 ISIS sleeping. Marcus entered. 3 quick kills. Silent. Second tent. For ISIS. 2 sleeping, 2 awake talking. Marcus waited. When they fell asleep, he killed all 4. Third tent, 2 ISIS. Easy. Silent. By tent 6, Marcus had killed 15 ISIS. 0 detected. But tent 7 had a problem. 5 ISIS inside. All awake. Playing cards. Loud. Marcus couldn't sneak in. They'd see him. So he waited. Outside. For an hour. Finally, they went to sleep. For sleeping. 1 still awake. Guard duty. Marcus entered through the back. The awake ISIS had his back turned. Marcus moved behind him. Knife across throat. Silent. The other 4 never woke. Marcus killed them in their sleep. Tent 8. 2 ISIS guards. Outside. Alert. Marcus circled wide. Came from behind. Double kill. Simultaneous. Both dropped. Tent 9. The command tent. 3 ISIS commanders. Maps. Intelligence. Marcus entered. They were reviewing plans. Didn't hear him. 1, 2, 3. Quick. Efficient. Done. Mission complete. 2 hours. 9 tents. 23 ISIS killed. Marcus radioed. Sergeant, cam clear. 23 eliminated. No survivors. Intelligence secured. Rodriguez and the platoon entered. Found 9 tents. 23 dead ISIS. All killed with knives. In 2 hours. By 1 soldier. The platoon walked through the camp in silence. In awe. This is impossible. Hayes killed 23 people. With knives. In 2 hours. How? Rodriguez approached Marcus. Hayes, you're not human. You're a ghost. From that day, the platoon called him the Blade. The deadliest soldier who never fired a shot. Marcus Hayes served for years. 3 deployments. 52 missions. 59 ISIS fighters eliminated. All with knives. 0 with firearms. Average kills per mission, 1.1. Some missions had 0 kills, others had 23. Detection rate, 0. Marcus was never caught. Never compromised a mission. He also trained 12 other soldiers in knife combat. Hayes' knife course. The Army eventually created a specialized knife fighting program based on Marcus's techniques. August 2020. Awards ceremony. Marcus received the Bronze Star for valor in combat. The citation read, for exceptional bravery and unconventional combat effectiveness. Specialist, Hayes eliminated 59 enemy combatants using only edged weapons, demonstrating extraordinary skill and courage. The battalion stood and applauded. 5 minutes. Sergeant Rodriguez gave a speech. 4 years ago, Marcus Hayes walked into my platoon. He couldn't use guns. I thought he was useless. I was wrong. Hayes proved that courage isn't about the weapon you carry. It's about the warrior holding it. 59 ISIS eliminated. 0 shots fired. 0 missions compromised. Hayes didn't need guns. He was more dangerous without them. The Blade. The quietest killer. The most unconventional soldier I've ever commanded. The platoon roared. For Marcus Hayes, the soldier who was afraid of guns and became a legend with knives. Marcus left the Army in 2020, honorably discharged, age 33. He still has Hoplophobia, still can't touch guns without panic. But he doesn't need to. He now runs a knife fighting school, training civilians and law enforcement. Hayes Tactical Knife Combat, based in Texas. On his wall, 2 items are framed. His psychological evaluation from 2015, Hoplophobia, disqualified from service. His Bronze Star citation, 59 enemy combatants eliminated, exceptional valor. Below them, a quote. They said I couldn't serve because I was afraid of guns. I proved them wrong. With knives, 59 ISIS dead, 0 shots fired. Your weapon doesn't define you. Your courage does. Marcus Hayes, the Blade. Sergeant Rodriguez, retired 2023. Marcus Hayes taught me that there's more than one way to be a warrior. Everyone else needed rifles. Marcus needed knives. Everyone else killed from a distance. Marcus killed up close. 59 silent kills. That takes more courage than firing a rifle. Because Marcus had to look them in the eyes. Get close. Feel the kill. That's a different kind of warrior, a scarier kind. Hayes was afraid of guns, but he wasn't afraid of war, and that made him more dangerous than any of us. They said he couldn't serve because he was afraid of guns. They said knives were useless in modern warfare. They called him a coward, worthless, a liability. But Marcus Hayes proved them all wrong. 59 ISIS fighters eliminated, all with knives, all silently, all up close. Because sometimes the quietest weapon is the deadliest. And sometimes the most unconventional soldier is the most effective. Subscribe for more stories of soldiers who proved everyone wrong.